15 ultimate list of vegetables for weight loss. Join my unique gems by subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon. This is L. Jade Reminds. I get a lot of questions asking about, well, what vegetables should I eat and why? Well, what I did was compile a list of 15 of the best vegetables. To make my list, it had to be less than 5 carbs per cup, which means that you're able to indulge in these veggies. They're low carb, they're not things like potatoes and carrots and etc. They're things that you can enjoy. So in this list, I'm going to tell you how many carbs per cup each vegetable is, and I'm going to tell you how I prepare it to make it really, really tasty. Cucumbers is first on my low carb vegetable list. Now, cucumbers is about 4 carbs per cup. And the way I like to use cucumbers is, of course, you can put them in a salad. But did you know you can make cucumbers your base in your salad? So instead of putting lettuce, make a cucumber salad. You can also slice cucumbers thinly and dip them in a spinach dip or something like that and make them like a chip. So cucumbers are really good to eat on a low carb diet, but even aside from that, if you're trying to lose weight, cucumbers are really good for you and very helpful in helping you lose weight. I am a full blown spinach head. So, spinach probably is my favorite vegetable on this entire list. But what is so amazing about spinach is only 1 gram of carb per cup. But let me tell you how I love to use my spinach. I love to put it in spinach dips. I love to make spinach chicken where I saute chicken and soy sauce, coconut aminos, put in some seasoning, some butter, some coconut oil, depending on what you use. And I put my spinach in there and saute it with the chicken together. It is amazing. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian, do the exact same thing, but probably substitute the chicken for mushrooms. You could do so much with spinach. You can make spinach dip, you can saute spinach, and you can make a spinach salad. But remember, the carbs that I'm giving you is for raw spinach. So keep that in mind, when you're measuring everything. But spinach is your friend with weight loss. Spinach is definitely a staple in my house, and it should be a staple in your house as well. Olives are next on my list because olives are, again, it kind of reminds me of meat. Whenever I want to do a vegan or vegetarian meal, I can use olives in place of chicken and other things. But olives is good because it's about 0 carbs per cup. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to eat a whole cup of olives, but it can kind of put into perspective how many carbs olives have. They may have a little bit of carbs, but it's obviously not enough to measure. So, olives should be a staple in your diet. I like to use olives in a salad. I make this thing called an avocado salad where I slice olives and mushrooms on top of an avocado and put dressing on top, and that's amazing. You can also saute olives, and they will give you a meaty texture to your meal. And you can put butter and seasoning or coconut oil and seasoning to really bring out the flavors in olives. So olives are easy to prepare and they're fairly inexpensive. So that's why olives made it on my list of low carb vegetables that you can eat for weight loss. Bok choy is next on my list because bok choy is 1.5 carbs per cup. So this vegetable is amazing as well. But let me tell you, bok choy is a little different. It is pretty common, but it's hard to find what to do with it. When I first started using bok choy, I had a problem finding what to use it for. But bok choy reminds me a little bit of celery. So you can slice the stalks of the bok choy and dip it in your dip at spinach dip and other dips that you may make. As well as you can make a salad with bok choy, and you can put bok choy in your smoothie. When I don't know what to do with a vegetable, I just throw it in the smoothie. So you can use bok choy in many different ways. It should definitely be on your list of vegetables to help you lose weight. Asparagus barely made my list, but am I glad that it did? The reason is asparagus is 5 carbs per cup. So you don't want to go crazy on it, but asparagus is tasty. You know, when I was little, I didn't eat any asparagus at all. And in fact, I thought it was nasty. But after I tried it, sauteed in butter and seasoning, it was amazing. So that's why I recommend eating asparagus on your journey to weight loss. Now, let me explain. You want to put your coconut oil or butter in the pan, and you want to squeeze a lemon. You want to put some herbs, some basil, some oregano, different herbs that you like with some salt, and saute them to the a little caramelized, and they are so good. Just trust me and do it today. Asparagus are amazing, and that's why it's on my list of low carb veggies to eat for weight loss. Celery is next on my list, and it's about 2.4 carbs per cup. And celery is good. I think most people know that you can slice it up and use it to dip into things. But the way I like to use celery personally, because raw celery really doesn't have a taste. And I will get into cooked celery, but raw celery I love to put it in smoothies. Celery is really good. It has high electrolytes, so it helps balance you out. So you want to add it into your diet as much as possible, and it helps hydrate the body. So that's why I love to add celery into my green smoothie recipes. And I also love to use celery in soups. Celery is a natural base for soups because it gives it that flavor. It's a seasoning for your soups. And also, don't forget that you can use it to dip into other things, and just find different creative ways to use celery. If you have any ways that you use celery that I did not mention, go ahead and go into the comments and list it, because I love to learn and to try new things for weight loss. Arugula is next on my list. It is low carb, just like spinach. It's only 1 carb per cup. Now, arugula does not taste like spinach. It is a little bit of a different taste, and it's generally more expensive than spinach. And personally, I prefer spinach over arugula. But the way I love to use arugula is I love to use it in a salad as my base. And also, I do the same thing. I can saute arugula, but you want to put it more in savory, salty, spicy type of saute, because it is a strong flavor, and arugula is a little different. So try it. Let me know if you like it. And can I ask you one thing? Can you please hit the like on this video? It would really help me to understand what I need to make more of. Like this video, and I will make more videos like this one. Red cabbage, green cabbage, cabbage everywhere. Well, cabbage is just like asparagus. It's about 5 grams per cup, but you can do so much with cabbage that is amazing. You can make cabbage fried rice. You can make a cabbage stew. You could also make coleslaw, of course. You can use cabbage as a base. You can make a egg roll bowl that the base of it is cabbage. I could literally make an entire video telling you all the different ways that you could use cabbage. And let me know if you want me to do that. I will gladly do it just for you. But be sure to use cabbage in your weight loss vegetable diet. There are so many different types of lettuces that I couldn't sit here and name them all, but I did want to tell you the average carbs per cup of a cup of lettuce is about 1.5. So, that being said, it is very low carb for lettuce. Now, let me tell you, it's really not a lot of things you can do with lettuce that I do with lettuce. Usually, what I do with lettuce is make a salad. I also put it in things like tacos and other things, but that's basically the extent of my use of lettuce. But if you have a suggestion, go in the comments and let me know so I can try it and let people know if it's a good suggestion to use this wonderful vegetable for weight loss. Bitter melon is popular in the Chinese culture, so you may not have ever heard of it, but it is easily found in health food stores because it is used as medicine in other countries. Now, you can use this, you can make a salad, a bitter melon salad, use it as your base. You could also saute it just like I told you, and you can use it in other ways as well. But what I like to do with bitter melon is just to slice a little bit of it again and put it in a smoothie, because a lot of times if I don't know what to do with a vegetable, I just throw it in a smoothie. So bitter melon is very beneficial. It's only 3.9 carbs per cup, and that is why I recommend it. Add it to your arsenal of low carb vegetables. It's good for many conditions aside from losing weight, and that's why it made it on my list. Mushrooms made it right behind spinach. I am in love with mushrooms. And that's because mushrooms give me that meaty texture that I like to have in my food. And they are tasty. They're only 2.3 carbs per cup. So you can pretty much indulge in your favorite mushrooms. Add them to your stews. Add them to your sautés, add them to your salads, add them to anything. I don't really think it would be best in a smoothie, but mushrooms can be added to so many things. Just put in a handful of mushrooms in your dish and it will liven it up. So make sure you use this low carb vegetable because it is my second favorite right behind spinach. Zucchini is next on my list. Zucchini is only 3.5 carbs per cup. Now, what I love to do, you can spiral zucchini, make soups, salads, anything you want, but I like to make chicken noodle, mushroom noodle, spaghetti, lo mein, or anything that has noodles in it, Alfredo. You can also slice and dice zucchini and just saute it with seasonings. You can also, which is my favorite, make lasagna noodles out of zucchini. Just slice it like you would a cucumber, bake it in the oven, and make noodles out of it, and then make your lasagna. So, zucchini has a lot of uses, and that's why it's on my list of low carb veggies. Green peppers are next on my list. Green bell peppers, they're only 4.3 carbs per cup, so I wouldn't go crazy on them. But green bell peppers are really good for seasoning foods, sauteing onions and bell peppers, and soups as well. So green bell peppers are a staple. Now, something my grandmother showed me that I love to do with green bell peppers is to make stuffed peppers. So you just slice it in half, scoop all the seeds out, and stuff it with tomatoes, rice, ground beef, whatever you like, to make stuffed bell peppers. Now that's my favorite way to use this vegetable, and I would definitely recommend this for your weight loss journey. Collard greens are next on my list. And you know what? Collard greens only have 2 carbs per cup. So that's why I really love it. And remember, that is raw. So let me tell you, I love the down home south collard greens from your grandma's house. I love all that. But you can make collard greens like that, or you could also use it as a base for your salad. It is a little tougher, so you may need to massage it, or you can also saute collard greens. And what I love to do with collard greens, to keep it raw, to keep all the good nutrients in it, is to again throw it in a green smoothie. So I want you to go ahead and come up with some good ideas to use for collard greens for your weight loss journey. Last on my list is summer squash. Now, summer squash only has 3.8 carbs per cup, but I love summer squash because you can dice it up, slice it up, and put it in your sautés. You can also dice and slice it and put it in your salads. And you can also dice and slice it and put it in casseroles. So I love summer squash. You can use it for so many different things, and it gives you a texture that is similar to tofu or meat sometimes if you cook it right. So that's why I really like squash. And this is last on my list. I want you to know that these vegetables are not the only low carb vegetables. These are just the ones that are the most common and that can give you the best results when you're trying to lose weight. These are the ones that you can easily incorporate into your meals that I believe are the best for you. And also, all the vegetables I mentioned here are 5 carbs or less per cup, which makes it really low carb vegetables. You can get in a lot of vegetables per day, close to 9 cups if you do it right. So, take heed of all these vegetables that I have mentioned to help you with your weight loss journey. Okay, if you made it this far, I know you're serious about weight loss. So I linked down a report that tells you the top 10 foods to avoid if you're trying to slim down. So I want you to download that. It's free and it helps you to really take control of your weight. Also, I want to tell you thank you for watching. Again, this is LJ Reminds and my unique gems. I thank y'all so much. Leave down in the comments what you want me to talk about next, and I will do it just for you.